Welcome to The Warmup, and thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, Ted Madden. We have reached the halfway mark of the regular season, and Week 6 brings us some more fantastic games. Let's get you ready for some football. District 10 5A Division 1 has turned out to be one of the toughest districts in all of 5A. And right now, it's led by Richmond Foster, who is playing the stingiest defense in the greater Houston area. This week, the Falcons head up to Magnolia to take on West. And we talk about that game and more in the lineup, presented by So Chill Chips and Salsa. The Foster Falcons have given up 21 points in their first 5 games. You heard me right. Sean McDowell's team allows just over 4 points per game. That explains why they are 5-0 and sitting atop the district. And probably the best defensive player on the team is more of a menace on offense. Ashton Ojaku has been racking up yardage and touchdowns at the running back position, but should play defensive back when he goes to college. Meanwhile, Magnolia West wasn't doing too bad on defense as well until they ran into Manville last week and picked up their first loss of the season, 30-14. The Mustangs will attempt to find some holes in the Foster D and get the ball to receiver, Colton Adcock. It'll be a fun one in Cypress Friday night as Cy-Fair hosts Jersey Village. The Bobcats are coming off a dominating performance against Stratford last week, where they scored 31 points in the second quarter. Trey Owens and Zacchaeus Baines led the Cy-Fair offensive onslaught as the Bobcats have been on a roll, winning 3 straight. If they push that winning streak to 4, Cy-Fair will be the odds-on favorite to win the district title. But it won't be easy. Jersey Village is 4-0 and defending district champs. The Falcons tout experience in the backfield with running back Rayshawn Estes, and junior Adam Tran has proven to be a quarterback to be reckoned with in the district.
Warm up your game day with the authentic flavors of ancient cooking. So thin, so crisp, so good, so chill.
Strake Jesuit missed out on the postseason last year and are determined to not let that happen again in 2022. A main reason for their optimism is quarterback Bryce Fucik, who we caught up with on the recruiting trail.
As a quarterback, I like to think of myself as an all-around athlete and passer. I like to think of myself as a good leader on the team. So I like to take control and really just bring others up and not bring them down.
What you do?
So it's definitely a challenge, but it's a challenge that we all know we're up for, and it's definitely something that we take into account, but we're always excited to go and play like the best of the best. Away from football, I like to think that I'm a good person not only on the field but off the field, and I care about grades, school, and not only just football. So I'm definitely looking to play in college and get a free education, and that's my ultimate goal right now, so that's really what I'm focused on the most. What I always told myself is I wish I would have started a little bit younger, maybe, be more serious about it, because the faster you start, the younger you start, the more you're going to be developed and more mature, and you're going to be ready for the game.
Look for our cameras at a lot of big games this week, but unfortunately we can't be at them all. Let's take a look at some games you need to watch for in the hype. Clear Springs just came off a thrilling come-from-behind victory over Dickinson and head right back into another challenging game against Clear Falls. The Chargers were down 35-21 in the fourth quarter last Friday, but stormed back to beat the Gators 38-35. They have been getting solid play out of the backfield from running back Zayshawn Edwards and will need more of the same against the Knights. Clear Falls is 4-1 and also rely on the running game, with David Smith providing the big punch. Defensively is where the Knights may have the edge, as Corey Kelly is a big hitter at the linebacker position. North Shore hosts C.E. King this Thursday in a 21-6A battle. The Mustangs haven't gotten much competition this year, as they have beaten their opponents by an average of 40 points per game. Besides being dominant on offense and defense, the Mustangs have also got it done on special teams. Evan Jackson has returned a couple of kicks back for touchdowns to break the spirits of North Shore opponents. C.E. King is 3-1, and their only loss being on the road to Allen. The Panthers rely on a tough running game, but it's their defense that will have to be on their toes against North Shore. Look for Texas commit Dylan Spencer to play a big role in that D-line. If you missed the Shadow Creek Pearland game last week, you missed a good one. The Sharks stormed back from being down 20-10 to win that one 24-20. Shadow Creek's defense was the difference, and for that, they got last week's defensive title belt. We find out why and look at who might have a chance to earn their own belt in the Buzz. Punishing hit after punishing hit was what the Sharks put on the Oilers last Friday. They simply wore down Pearland and then took advantage of the great field position their defense provided to pull off the win. It was also more than enough to earn the Sharks' defense that title belt. This week, keep your eye on Ridge Point as a possible contender for that belt. The Panthers are the class of 26A and will look to impose their will on the Longhorns of George Ranch. That's going to do it for today's show. For even more high school football content, be sure to follow us on our social media accounts, including Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. I'm Ted Madden, and I hope we got you warmed up for all the action.